Hey, what's up? In this video, we're going to break down the difference between major and minor scales. Also, this could be considered the parallel major and minor scales. It's super, super easy. So let's just jump right into it. All right, cool. So you can see on my whiteboard here, I've got all of the notes in music. This is the chromatic scale. The blue notes would be considered like the white notes on a piano, and then the black ones would be the black notes. Of course, we do guitar over here. This doesn't really apply to us, but I just put that up there. Okay. So anyways, here we go. So what happens is we have formulas to extract out different scales from the chromatic scale, okay? And what we have here, I'm going to put a W equals a whole step and a H equals a half. Whole step equals 2, half step equals 1. I'll put that up. Okay. So for a major scale, here's the formula. It goes whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. All right, so what's going on with this? Here's how it works. Let's say we start on C, and you'll see why I did that in a second. So if I start on C, boom, a whole step after C, boom, boom, goes to the D, a whole step after D, boom, boom, whoops, boom, boom, goes to the E, half step after E is an F. You see that? It's only a half step, just one of them. Then a whole step, G, whole step, boom, boom, A, whole step, boom, boom, B, half step, back to C. Yes, I did that on purpose. It's not my first rodeo. This one has no sharps or flats. Everyone wonders, why didn't we start? Why isn't that the one with A? Because we're not doing English, okay? So this is just how music developed. All right, we'll do a couple more. And then I'll show you the minor one. Okay, now we'll do G. G, whole step after G. Let me get rid of this. G, A, B, C, D, E. I went too fast, I know. G, whole step, A, whole step, B, half step, C, whole step, D, whole step, E, whole step, oh, wait a second, whole step after F, boom, boom. Now, everybody gets a trophy in this one, okay? It has to be F sharp. You cannot put G flat because we already have a G and it's going to be the regular G. This is very important for how the language works. Okay, all languages has rules, and if you can speak English, English is way harder than music, okay? Music, it's very dialed in. English language, dude, it's jacked up. Anyways, half step after F sharp is a G, and that gives us 1 sharp. Okay? Now what happens is these notes of a scale, we're going to number these in green, and these are called scale degrees. We just number them. So if I said, all right, dude, music theory quiz, what is the 5th degree in the C scale? You would say it's a G note. If I say, what's the 2nd degree? It's a D note. All right, it's very, very simple. All right, cool. Now let's do the minor one. Actually, I'm going to do one more. A whole step goes to the B. Whole step goes to, boom, boom, C. Sharp, you see that? Half step takes us to the D. Whole step takes us to the E. Same thing, whole step takes us to F sharp. If you need to pause the video and kind of see it yourself, that's fine. Other people here are getting it, so I don't think I need to like go crazy slow. A whole step after F sharp, boom, boom, G sharp, back and half step, boom. That one had 3 of them. Okay, cool. Now, and you'll see why I wanted to do one more in a second. We're gonna do the minor scale, the natural minor scale. So, an unbreakable purple separator. The formula for the minor is gonna go like this. We're gonna go whole, half, whole, whole, half, whole, whole. Now, if I started on A, all right, we come back here. Whole step after A, boom, boom, that's going to be a B. Half step after B is a C. Whole step after C is a D. Whole step after D E, half step, F, whole step, G, whole step back to A. All right? It's that simple. You can apply other ones. Remember, the rule is everybody gets a turn. You can't have, like, going back to A major, you can't have a G flat here. There can't be two Gs. Can't leave anybody out. That's why it's going to have to be an F sharp. Sweet. So when we number the minor scales, let me get back to green. We can't go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That'll be confusing. So what happens is we're going to compare this to the major scale. So we're going to call this a flat 3, flat 6, flat 7. Okay, that's what's going on. And there's another layer deeper than this, actually, as far as the music theory is concerned. We can do that in another video. But one step at a time, line upon line, okay? So you can see here, we'll compare A major and A minor. If A major is A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, it just so happens that A minor didn't have any sharps. Why? Because we lowered the 3, 6, and 7, and just so happens, it's just a coincidence, that those are the ones that were sharped. Okay? I can sense people's eyes glazing over. You don't get it. You don't understand. Okay, fine. We'll do another one. Let's do the key of E minor. All right. So I'm trying to give you keys also that are used a bit more. We'll do E major and then E minor and then E minor. E, F sharp. Do I need to do that? No, I don't need to, like, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, D sharp, back to E. There's 4 of them. All right, you could pause the video and sort that out. There's 4 sharps for E. But coming over here, E, whole step is going to give us an F sharp. Half step gives us a G. A whole step after G is an A. Whole step after A is a B. Half step after B is a C. Whole step after C is a D. Back to E. There's only one sharp. Whoops, that was 0. There's only one sharp in E minor. Why? Because before there was 4 of them. It was the 2. I'm like pointing at my screen. It was the 2, the 3, the 6, and the 7 were sharped. But because of how minor scales work, we flat the 3, 6, and 7. Boom. Those ones are now lowered. Now they're not sharped anymore. And we're just left with one of them, which is the F sharp. That's why key of E minor has 1 sharp. Okay? That's it. So scale degrees for major, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Minor, 1 flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, flat 7. Cool. I hope this helps. We'll have other videos where I break down different scales, different chords, and apply it in different ways. And I didn't want to give you like a big 2-hour music theory lesson that no one wants to sit through and you'll get confused. The trick with music theory is this. You need to understand a bunch of little pieces. Music theory is not hard. Okay, sometimes people get all screwed up on this. They think it's so difficult. It's not. However, you need to learn all the pieces and level them up. Oftentimes what I see what happens is people try to learn like difficult music theory in one area and they haven't done any of the other ones. Like, oh, it's hard. Well, dude, if you showed up instead of going to 1st grade, you went to 7th grade and you're like, oh, this is so confusing. Well, because you shouldn't be there. Okay. I don't mean that to be rude to anybody, but maybe some people need to hear it. To learn music theory, you got to go step by step. It's very, very simple. And when you hear people say you don't need music theory, it's dumb, it's boring, it's confusing, frustrating, you're just doing it wrong. That's all. I mean, I get little kids, and kids do not learn faster than adults. They like music theory. Part of it's because I don't teach them this stuff in the beginning, or even adults. Okay? Like, there was no way I'd ever teach a beginner this shit. Now, we're learning other things, and I'm sprinkling in stuff, and time again, they're like, oh, this is so much fun. Music theory is so cool. Well, if you like guitar, if you like music, then of course you should like music theory. The problem is people just go about it the wrong way, and then they don't see how to apply it because you're learning the theory of how to the stuff, and you can't even play your damn guitar yet. Okay. So, anyways, end of rant. But I just want to point that out. This is why in the guitar GPS method, I'll be building all of your skills, your knowledge, just sprinkling it in. It all comes together. We learn some theory, how to use it. It's fun, it's cool, and that's why it works. Okay. Cool. See you in another video.